Hi guys, I'm back. This time is about the ignition coil for 2001 BMW 325i. The problem I had the check engine lights on for a good 6 months. I was trying to reset it a couple of times with my OBD2 scanner, and check engine lights keeps coming back and tells me that cylinder number 4 is misfiring. So what I did is I check all the vacuums first. I find no leak whatsoever. Then I checked all 6 coils. That number 1 step was turning the engine off, removing a key from ignition, and unplug the coil one at a time and start the engine back and see if engine will idle differently, which actually was. So I check all 6 on that way and they act the exact same way, so I find nothing wrong with the coils testing that way. So on the step number 2, what I did is taking the coil number 4 and swapping it with coil number 1, and then reset it with my OBD2, and I drove the car for about 100 miles and check engine turned on even sooner than that, and was telling me that cylinder number 1 is misfiring now. So what I did, I reset it again just to be sure, because these things are expensive, just to be sure that it's actually bad coil. And I drove another 100 miles roughly, and check engine come back again and tells me that actually cylinder number 1 is misfiring. So that was for me final decision that actually I need to replace the coil. So I check BMW dealer. I called them how much is the coil for the BMW, and they told me that's $140 plus tax. So then I went and checked with AutoZone. AutoZone had one which was only like $72 with the tax out the door roughly. And the one from AutoZone looks a little different than this one, a little different quality, but it fits. It fit in. I install them on the car, plug the wires back properly, tie it all, everything how it needs to be. And I use my OBD2 again, reset it, and I drove the car over 600 miles now, and check engine light has not come back on, and drives much smoother on the freeway. So to complete my test, and why am I sharing this? It's because testing a coil when is a car idling only, you're not gonna always figure out which one is bad doing that way. So the best way is to test this thing if it's bad is swapping them. That's the way that I did. I swapped the number 4 with number 1, and automatically computer tells me that the number 1 is misfiring. So I was sure then that actual coil was bad because I swapped them. Because this coil actually was failing on a high speed when I drive on a freeway, or either 30, I'm not sure what speed I'm talking about here, but it was only failing when with the high speed. It was not failing when car actually was just idling on the driveway. So I just want to share this with you guys. Thank you for watching.